Skeletons in the Closet, take one. And 3, 2, 1. Hey, Barry Bow here, America's Best Crime Writer. We're here at our Sunshine Room studios in beautiful suburban Fulcroft, a nighttime edition. Now, we started the mainline murders a few days ago, and here's a quick recap. Susan Reinert and her 2 children are seen leaving their home in Ardmore, PA, on Philadelphia's main line on June 22nd, 1979. She teaches English at Upper Merion High School. Dr. J. Smith is her principal the whole time she's there, except for this past school year, when the school district promotes him to supervisor of special services. But Susan and her 2 children vanish. 3 days later, a passerby finds her nude, physically abused body in the trunk of her hatchback in the parking lot of a motel outside Harrisburg, 92 miles from Susan's home. Now, just for the hell of it, where do you think Jay Smith is when Susan's body is discovered? You ready for this? He's running late for a court appearance in Harrisburg and not far from the hotel parking lot where and when the police are removing Susan's body from her car. And inside her hatchback, officers find a sex toy and a plastic comb bearing the name of J. Smith's Air Force Reserve Unit. Now, the comb could be a remarkable coincidence, but a court appearance, you say? What's that all about? Well, it's like this. 10 months earlier, the previous August, police officers respond to a 911 call reporting suspicious activity at the Gateway Shopping Center in Wayne. The officers find a man parked inside a Ford Grenada. The man's acting in a suspicious manner, and the man is Jay Smith. The officers obtain a warrant and search his car. They find several loaded handguns, a hooded mask, and assorted burglary tools. They question him. Smith says he carries the guns to scare off people who are harassing him. Police also find a syringe filled with morphine in the trunk, which he claims his daughter and son-in-law. Remember the black sheep in the family we met in the previous episode? Yeah, well, he says they must have placed it there without his permission or knowledge. Both are known heroin addicts who live with him. But the cops don't buy it, and they obtain a warrant to search his home. There, they find additional firearms, 3 pounds of marijuana, and a large quantity of prescription pills. Security guard uniforms and badges. Remember that find? Security guard uniforms and badges. They also find a massive cache of pornography, much of it dealing with bestiality, 4 gallons of nitric acid, and some office equipment, all reported stolen from Upper Merion High School. They arrest him for possession of drugs with intent to deliver and for possession of stolen property. But the officers don't stop there. 2 unsolved robberies remain on the books from early in the year, both at Sears department stores in the area. The robber's M.O. is identical in both robberies. He arrives dressed as a bank security guard and pretends to be picking up the day's receipts. He succeeds both times and makes clean getaways. Jay Smith matches the description of the bogus guard, as do the uniforms the officers found in the trunk of his Granada. So they add robbery to his list of charges. Because of these arrests, Upper Merion High School fires Jay Smith. Now let's go back to that syringe filled with morphine. The subsequent autopsy of Susan Reinert will identify her cause of death as an overdose of morphine. Another coincidence? Doubt it. Better late than never, Jay Smith arrives for his trial in Harrisburg, and a man named William Bradfield appears as a defense witness in an attempt to provide an alibi for Jay Smith. But the jury doesn't believe him, and they convict Smith. Now, to bring you up to speed, Bradfield's another English teacher at Upper Merion, and as we will learn in our next episode, he and Susan Reinert were involved in an extremely convoluted and kinky relationship, and he will become the second suspect in the kidnapping and murder of Susan and her children. Since we're talking about true crime, it took 2 years of research to write Born to Be Wild. U.S. Attorney Janet Reno gave me permission to access 6 years of classified files from the U.S. Marshal Service. And then it took a year to write the book. Warner Books published it better than 30 years ago, and it's still selling today on Amazon. So that's it for today. Thanks for stopping in. Until next time, see you. And that's a wrap.